Hey, welcome back to Grady's Garage. I am Grady, if you haven't figured that out yet. Hopefully you have. All right, so we experienced a little trail damage a couple weekends ago. It's time to work on getting it fixed. So what we've got to do is, well, a couple things. Let me show you right here. We've got to replace KC light. Ordered one. It is here. And gonna take care of this fender. Now, if you are a good body man, you could probably fix that. I would fathom to guess. I am not a good body man, so I'm opting for replacing the fender with this beautiful 2000 and something TJ Fender in OEM black. So she's a real beaut. Not perfect, much like the Grady Jeep's not perfect, but I think that it will work just marvelously. So I'm gonna clean it up. Got a little issue here with some bird poop. And once I get that straightened out, then I think we'll be okay. So I'm gonna wash it, clean it, and get it ready. All right, to get this thing cleaned up, I'm going to use a little Dawn Platinum, little purple power. I'm gonna use one of these clay mitts. Just get it cleaned up as much as possible. I'm going to actually probably do a little repair on this bird poop spot. Get it looking a little better. So. All right, fender is dry, and it's looking pretty good, you know, not too bad. I almost wonder if I could just polish that out. A little dirty still, but I mean, like I said, it's gonna get dirty in the Jeep. I really want to paint this not painted spot. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to decide what I want to do with the fender itself. I mean, it's got a couple bad spots I'd like to touch up. Maybe I can get away with it without doing the whole fender. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta make some decisions. Good morning. It's the next day, and it's let's see. It is 85 degrees at 9 a.m. and it's like 130,000% humidity. I'm already sweating. I literally just walked outside. Louisiana. So, gonna get started on this fender. I'm gonna take some steel wool and I'm going to take it over the parts that I want to add some paint to. I'm gonna rough it up a little bit. Nothing crazy. I mean, if you're looking to do like quality paint and body work, this is not the channel. This is protect it, you know, make it look good from 15 feet away, kind of body work. That's what I'm going for here. I don't want the Jeep to rust away, in a nutshell. We go through the woods, branches hitting the Jeep, rocks thrown up, mud, all that stuff. So this is more of a protection than it is a quality paint job. I also got this color matched rattle can spray paint from these folks. It's the, there you go, base coat Jeep right there. So we're gonna use this as the base coat on the under part of the fender where it's not painted. Anywhere that's also not painted. I'm just gonna try to make it look better. Let's see how it comes out. Let's get started. Just gonna take the Brillo here to here, get a little bit of this rust off. Go around here. It's still dirty even though I washed it. I mean, this is crazy. I'm not really, I mean, I can throw some paint on there, it wouldn't hurt. Most of that's already painted, like it's really light right here. Maybe go, man, I may just hit a coat on this inner fender just because. And then All right, so right here I'm showing you how well this steel wool, the Scotch Brite pad, and the 400 grit sandpaper are roughing up that surface so that the base coat has something to adhere to. If this works, super. If not, you can learn from my mistakes because I make plenty of them. And then I'm going to do the same to this underside of the fender, and it'll be time to lay down some base coat. This lip was bent up. You'll probably see it somewhere in the video from before. I'm just kind of bending it back straight here. Got a crease in it right there. Because I suck at this. Alright, that's right. This is the time to do it. Body guy out there who's just absolutely screaming at me right now. What are you doing? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. A million times better. A million. Couple little areas I need to concentrate on. One is where the fender flare was rubbing, then another where a feathered friend decided to drop a couple bombs on this fender and it ate through the paint. All right here's a mistake you can learn from. I'm sanding this down with a 400-600 sanding block. It's a wet dry sand block that I got from AutoZone or somewhere. I don't remember. It's pretty old. I needed a newer one. It was taking me forever to get this sanded down to where it would blend in. Now, it blended in where it felt super smooth with my finger. I could not tell where it was, but I know because I finished this project that it would have behooved me to feather that out further. So get you a good 400, maybe even like a 300 grit wet dry sanding paper and really work that out to where it's more feathered out than what I've got it here. So that's our bear poop mark right there. Our other bear poop mark. We're just gonna hit it with some base coat and then come over to clear coat, and then I'll just wet sand it all relatively evenly down. And it'll look great. Kinda. Great. All right, I got it rinsed off, cleaned up last time. I'm gonna hit it with some alcohol just to, dry it, clean it anymore before I hit it with the paint. I know I should probably use acetone or I don't know, some kind of paint thinner, but I don't have any, so this is what I'm using, and it's just gonna have to work. Yeah, we're up to 90 degrees now, which means the paint should dry super fast. How about that tape job? What? How pro is that? Save your Amazon paper, folks. You never know when you need it. Well, I'm gonna hit this bare metal spot with some self-etching primer. Finding bare metal spots, hitting with some self-etching primer. So it says to allow to dry for 2 minutes between coats, so that's what we'll do. So we got that, we got that, we got that, we got in there, got in there, over here. Oh, look. Oh, it's gonna ruin my paint job. got all the bare metal. If not, not the end of the world. We got a couple little spots around there, so got about, I don't know, 20 more seconds and we'll hit it again. All right, so it says here, let's see, right there, to allow 30 minutes before you put the top coat on it. So, 30 minutes it is. It also says not to use in greater than 80% humidity. So in other words, don't ever use in Louisiana. So what do we do for 30 minutes? Wipe the sweat from my brow. I'm literally just sitting here still, sweating. It's so lovely outside. All right, so it's dry. So we're about to start painting here. And so I rolled the tape edges back so when I go over it with the base coat to get rid of that hard line on those spots. You know, it's gonna be fine. Trust me, it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be fine. You're like, what are you doing, Greg? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just feeling it out here. So far, so good. All right. Woo, here we go. That's hard to push. Get my edges here so I don't forget them. This is some splattery paint. Can't even lie. Yeah. Tip of my finger is getting over the edge there. Probably why it's splattering. Look at that splatter. Stuff isn't covered good at all. What is going on? Not really sure what's up with this paint can, but it's not that impressive with the amount of paint it lays down. Call me crazy. Crazy, Gretty, crazy. So what I know now that I didn't know then is the spray paint comes out of this can with a lot less volume than the Rust-Oleum did. So the Rust-Oleum gave me my base for how fast I needed to spray. But this doesn't come out the same. So what I should have done was practice on a piece of cardboard before I hit the fender. So learn from my mistake, practice first. Also, one of those spray can attachments that has like a pull trigger on it would have been immensely useful. We'll let it dry. This stuff is just, it's just terrible. What's going on with this nozzle? Here's my favorite. All right, it says and here on our instructions that any imperfections in the paint should be lightly sanded with 1000 grit or finer sandpaper before applying another base coat layer. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Important, do not sand between coats. What is that? All right, So I did a little test here on this can. If I go that way, it makes a thin line. If I go this way, it makes a wide line. So it's good to know. All right, so I put the camera down so I could concentrate a little more on my spraying and less on my filming. And it's okay. I don't like how it lays down. It lays down really thin. You gotta get super close, and then you risk running. So it doesn't pop enough volume. Like the Rust-Oleum was super easy, just easy. This can sucks. So whoever this company is, whoever you are, Automotive Touch-Up, I'm gonna have to give you like a 3 out of 10 on your spray can. Not impressed. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like it's textured, almost like a bed liner, but thinner, a thinner texture. But it's not smooth at all. Do not like. Nope, don't like it. Not even a little bit. Luckily, this is, you know, underneath, so it's not really going to matter. But still, it's. I mean, come on. So to get it to lay down somewhat smooth, you got to hold this can like 2 inches from the surface. It's terrible. I do not like it. Did I mention that I do not like? All right, so we've got 2 coats on here, 5 minutes between each coat. And yeah, it's black. Yeah. I feel like if I just gotten regular Duplicolor, it probably would have worked better, but I will. Figured I'd give this paint matched stuff a try. So I still got this little spot I need to finish, but and then I'm going to clear the whole thing. I'm gonna wet sand and rough it up and then clear the whole thing. I gotta sand this to get rid of this edge. You can't see with the sun right there. There's a big nasty edge right there I gotta get rid of. You can't, again, light's in the wrong area, sorry. As you can see, I got some work to do, and then I'll just clear the whole thing with some 2K clear, and it should all blend in really nice. We shall see. So you can see that edge from up here, right down there. I'll sand that out. Using the 1000 grit sanding block right here and just lightly going over where that overspray is on the fender where I taped it off. Get rid of that hard edge, trying to blend it into the existing clear coat on the fender. I'm confirming once again why I've never been a paint and body person. This takes a lot of patience. It's starting to get there. Yeah. We'll get there. I got this to where it's smooth to the touch. I don't feel any edges. I do feel a little bit of this. It's a little lower, but it's going to be because it ate all the way through to the paint. Again, I'm going for perfection here, but the edges are smooth, so hopefully when I hit this with the clear, it'll just disappear like it does if you put water on it. You can see it kind of goes away. Now this clearly won't, but you'll still have a little bit of a dent there. You can see how that disappears. So hopefully that's what it does when we hit it with the clear coat. If not, we'll find out. I'm gonna spray it down one more time with some alcohol, wipe it down real good, and get ready for some clear coat. Hit this with 400 grit to rough it up. Hopefully that's enough. If not, well, it's gonna peel off and we'll just have to do it all over again. See if you can see the scratches in it. Yeah, you can see the scratches in there. Like I said, this is not a perfect fender by any stretch of the imagination. So, just wanted to match that fender.
can clearly see how much better the clear coat lays down than that base coat did. Okay, here I am pointing out a few little splatters, just a couple little splatter spots. They're not terrible, so I'm just going to leave them like they are. I'm not going to mess with them. I'm just going to keep clearing. After 3 coats, I thought it was looking pretty good. The bird dropping spots were sort of disappearing, but they weren't completely gone. You could still see the little bit of that indentation where I didn't sand it and feather it out enough. The splatter marks were also starting to disappear, shall we say. They were still there, you could see them, but they looked a lot better. And the overall gloss of the fender I thought looked pretty good. Even the part that was not smooth, when you got some clear on it, began to smooth out, although not as nice as the rest of the fender where it was clearly smooth before I started clearing it.
All right, overall 4 coats, I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. Where it was really funky back here, I had to really glob the clear coat on to make that textured appearance go away, and it did pretty good on this top flat part of the fender. It looks fine. And again, this is the inner fender. This is mostly for protection, but this was still very gritty looking. You can just tell it's very flat. You know, it's got texture to it. I don't like that. I don't know why that rattle can did like that. But anyway, I had the little splatter here from the paint rattle can. Almost came out completely with more coats. I didn't fool with it. I'm just gonna let it settle down. I am gonna wet sand this when I'm done and throw a polish on it. So it should look okay. You can see where I made the repair right here. So I should have feathered that out more. I'm not a professional. I don't do this every day, but that looks way better than a hole in the paint where the bird pooped. Also down here, you can see where I made the repair. Again, same thing. I should have feathered that out more. And it felt super smooth with my thumb. I was like, okay, that should be great. And then down here, that's fine. That's gonna be covered by my rocker guards. So not really worried about that. Just wanted to get rid of it, make sure it didn't rust. So yeah, got all of the primer covered in paint. So that looks good. I mean, we got the underside of the fender's black. I mean, yay. Maybe I'll hit it with a little bit of clear just to brighten it up a little bit. But I'm not too worried about the underside. I think it turned out pretty good. Appreciate y'all coming along, hanging out with me for this fender paint. It looks good. I mean, it came out fine, I guess. It's definitely going to resist some corrosion. Hopefully better than it did before. And the paint match looks to be pretty good with the original color on the Jeep. So excited about that. Well, I don't know if I'm excited about it, but I'm happy with that. Next episode, I'll be installing this on the Jeep. I'll also be putting the KC light on that I broke. And then the next episode after that, we'll probably go ahead and tackle some rock lights. We have 2 night rides coming up in the near future with Louisiana 4x4 Club, which of course I will take you along with on those journeys as well. So if you enjoyed this or any of my other content, please hit the like and or subscribe, and well, come back and check out some more. For myself, Grady, y'all have a great evening.